Hello, good morning everyone. So I'm going to talk about backup, how you have to create the backup in networking field. So as a deployment engineer, let's discuss and understand. As a deployment engineer, to you have assigned for deployment. So for the deployment, what you going to do? What are the measures you going to take? Suppose you have to deploy some configuration. So what will be the pre and post checks? How you going to do? So you have to prepare your pre and post. So you have to automate this part because this is the time consuming process. So you are doing some deployment and your pre and post is automated. So you can automate your deployment also, but if your pre post is well defined and customized, just you have to customize your command remaining, these are the things ready. And if this is automated, you can take your intermediate logs also while you are doing in between. Okay, so we will see how efficient we can make this free. So backup is very useful. You can run every day, you can run weekly, you can run monthly, you can do the things from starting your deployment before, and that is called pre and post and validation. So let's understand what do we have standard module here. So we already practice with the standard module that is called running configuration. Remember, that's the giving running configuration. Are you remember? Guys, remember about running configuration? We have a standard module. Okay. Yep. Now, there is something challenge we saw while we are copying the running configurations during the SPC, SCP. While we are doing secure copy of the running configuration, we saw there is a syntax syntax having error because of the format, what they have format, the file format, the file, the naming nomenclature what they selected in default. So while we will go for this macro stuff, we have to rectify, means we have to do the file nomenclature in the standard way so that we can do secure copy from anywhere to anywhere without any modification in that. So we will going to plan our deployment. This is going to be our project for the day. Okay, so this is so that we are able to connect. We have to develop the code for the complete fully backup system. So whenever I will come for the deployment, I should not worry about the how my pre or post going to be happen, where it's going to be stored, and with the timeline and everything should be there. Whenever I need just to click one command in Ansible, they will take care about entire backup. Clear, guys? The
Yes,
time,
yep.
everything. So we have to, this is our project. You going to use this thing anywhere in the world, wherever you going to get this opportunity. The Ansible is running and you can create this real-time backup. And because you have done the lots of, you guys have 10 to 15 year of experience, you have done the lots of deployment activity. You know what command you need customize according to deployment. Your customization of command is different, so you have to change your command only, remaining rest of the process. So every deployment, maybe your unique will be the, and they're going to everything, the folder backup, the host name, by that name they're going. Okay, and then we're going to go for the differences. So we're going to check what are the option do we have for differences. Let's, enough of talking, let's move and check the differences. Before going differences, we're going to see a few differences. And while we are studying the Ansible, we're going to cover all the rest topic from the Git, because you have to explore those topic. What are the topic left till now? So we're going to see the Git Diff, Okay, then we will see stats. Saw few basic stats method, the different states, how helpful, and then we will go for the reset. While you are reset to your previous commit, then we will see the hard reset. What's the difference between the reset and reset hard, and this is going to be all under the Git while we are going to study the Ansible. Now next we have revert. So what's the difference between the reset, hard reset, and revert, because people are confused between. And apart from that, we have so many others command like checkout. Checkout command is the so many others command we have here. So we're going to see, if we don't have hash index number, then you can use the alternative method of the checkouts your previous commit. Okay, so by doing this stuff, we're going to explore it. So side by we're going to do the Git also. This is my objective. So while I'm doing this project now, so my class going to start from the, after taking pre and post, what we have already, we have the configuration pre and post we have ready, one for testing purpose. What are the diff do we have inbuilt in Linux operating? I'm not talking about this Git diff. Then you are able to understand so how useful the Git diff and what are the new features, and we have other benefits on traditional diffing. Okay, so we will see, we will first explore, you should know about all kind of diff. So we know the default running diff. Second, we're going to see diffuse, which is only for the mint, not running on Ubuntu. Then the solution of diffuse, you have the wdiff, that's called word diff. That's a very useful for the coder, those who are doing the code, because it's going to compare and show you the difference between the word wise, not even the line, every word what they have differences with the different colors. And we have color diff nothing, this is for summary only, they're going to show you with the color, they have limitation. For side by side, it's not going to come with the color. Okay, it's not going to diff, not going to see the colors, only the summary part will. That's a limitation. Now over all the limitation, we have very strong diff functionality, that is called kdiff. So this is the last one by which you can able to achieve all the kind of stuff. So all these method having different benefits, so according to your use you can use. So we're going to explore, we're going to do the lab for it. Okay, so enough of talking, let me know if any questions we will do and see this. Okay, should I move?
Yes, you can continue.
Okay, we are here. I'm going to open my VM. So you can open the VM, let's open the terminal also of my host system. This is make the difference. So I have to file you that. So we have R1 post and pre. So this I'm going to take this one as a diff2 file, and same way we have two file here, R1 pre and post. So this is the mint flavor where the
So
diffuse
are we in
will.
host directory or which directory in this Linux Mint?
This is the Linux in VM.
Okay,
This is
so in
on
VM,
VM.
just type a pwd. Like I just wanted to, are we in home directory or any other?
Okay,
Oh,
we are on a home direct.
okay.
We are talking about this all everything. Okay.
Okay.
Now Now let's use the diff. We already saw that diff and give you the file 1 and file 2. So I'm going for p and r1 the post. So we are able to see this. So here you can see that this differences they giving that the difference how many current configuration byte wise difference. This is say that less than, this is say that greater than. Less than means they have addition, they required the additions, okay, and the greater than they have the subtractions, so less value of this. So you can see 10th low column, this is like cell structure they are giving, 10th low 10th this. So host name are same for all the word. The differences in the routers means 10th word having the differences. There's a r1, there's a router 1, this is different, okay. Same way 9th row 20th word having difference, so it's a added. If you see this is the additionals, okay, means added extra. And the same way these are the things they given ntp, the addition only, where it's a addition, second part is a addition. Now this is they removed from second part, so this result given to the second part means on the r2 whatever the second file where it's added or removed, so this means it's removed, this is removed from the art post, these two are added into, okay. But generally this somebody if you want to see to use the color diff, that going to show you the different colors so that you can easily identify. So instead of this I'm going to do with the color diff. So if you are doing this diff on this, better you do the color diff summary one, okay guys. So it's easy, means this is the addition, green is addition, red is removal, and if you see addition and subtraction both means something modified. Clear guys? Now this is use of the color diff, only the summary part. But if you go for the side by side, it's not going to, so because it's not integrated with this. You can see the simple side by side. So you can compare only this, they will give arrow, they have difference r1 r2 this. So you can suppress here the common stuff by giving the command, the option suppress command line. We explore this already. These are the replacement, this is greater than means addition, this is subtraction removed. Clear guys? So this is color diff, color diff, you have explored that. Now diffuse is not going to support into the our Ubuntu system, it's only used for the mint fee. You have, I think I already installed that. If it's not installed, please install this. This is the very good feature which is given by diffuse mint. We follow. So you can see the comparison going to generated with the different color, and they have highlighted what you have been doing in a window traditionally like notepad plus plus. By clicking two single simple command give you this. Tell me this is useful for you or not. The
Yep.
major difference part is removed from. Take the snapshot and you can share with your colleague or the ops team. Dear guys, to diffuse is a very good strong tool. You can do your compare here.
Yep.
Okay, this is you guys know you have done this many times. What is the alternative if I want to? I want the same thing for here. So before going to the kdiff3, I just want to explore you the word diff. Word diff going to give you the flavor. What are the differences do have every word by? So let's go for wdiff word. What's the missing argument? I'm not going to do this because they will not accept this. If you do, this is little confusion here. You are not able to see what actually happened. Here they printed some configuration. Are you able to see configuration they have printed?
Yeah.
But if you're going to check that the similar, there is no plus and minus, but wherever the word being changed, they're going to give you this play. Means they compare entire common thing like current configuration, they have these differences. Okay, then we have router host name with these differences. So they're going to give you this are the plus symbol is the addition in the second list, and then we will come for the this is the rip route that's removed from this is the minus subtraction, and for addition you can see there is the addition. These are the addition, these are the additions, these are the replacement plus and minus. Astos, how do I, because this is huge data, but there's so many common thing how we can make more efficient to see. So you have to just go for main page of the diff wdiff and go for help, and we're going to see what are the options we have. So here you have no need to remember the options, just you go for help and you can see if I want to remove the common, no commons, I don't want to see commons stuff, I want to see only the which is, you can use the option 3, just do the options 3 and you can see the output enhanced. Are you able to? So these are the common, this is the word by they gave you what going to be subtracted, what is the addition in post file, and what is the replace. So this curly bracket give you the second file, whereas the this bracket used for the first file. What was in the first file replaced by the curly bracket. Second, clear guys? Any question? So this is removed because the bracket, this is from first file, that is removed in file. Nothing is added into second file. Tell me this is more useful or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have huge coding, you have done big like so running configuration, having lots of stuff to change like QS quality of service changes, you have done lots of word space, and this is the best. You have changed the ACLs. There is a thousands of list of ACLs. See, out of thousands, what 10 or 20 or 30 lines are changed to plus and wdiff is the best ever seen. So no need to remember the options, just you click help, they will give you the different options. Majorly this common options. Now come to the next diff we have inbuilt, that is like in diffused, as we have kdiff. So kdiff also I have installed because before the class that can save our time. kdiff3, the third level of versions. Click this pre and post of R1. So we're going to move this and it's this way. Okay, so see, yeah, the same way like diffuse, better than diffuse, they're going to show you. And you can do so many stuff here. Save, you can modify, you can color symbols and everything. There is lots of good features. Just to diff3. Okay, now you can see what is the addition. There is subtraction happen due to that the higher value this is, and then this is changed by word wise, what the word has changed, what word is additions, and you can see the flags over here sidewise. You can go for the flag. I'm going for flag was earlier. This is, and are you guys comfortable? This is good tool. Questions,
Yep.
we'll move to the next topic.
Good so far.
So useful guys, this is or not. You have an Linux server or Netgate or where you can use a quick campaign. That's all. Come to them now. Back to Git. Git diff we're going to see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new folder because I have deleted all the old one, and we're going to initiate from today. We're going to every real time we will is all the logs, whichever we're going to get from the what you can say for ANSIBLE logs, we're going to capture in that folder, and we're going to connect those changes every class. Okay, clear guys? So let's create one folder. So I'm going to directory for my new folder which is going to be maintained throughout now onward, ANSIBLE study, the Git study. So this is the folder which I make, and I'm going to switch into the ANSIBLE, and in this folder we're going to store all my files, whatever the coding we're going to do now onward. Okay, this is our folder now. So we don't have anything, so let's check the Git status. So I check there is no Git status available over here, so I have to associate with the Git. So I'm going to initiate my, so as soon as I initiated, they created the default branch that is called master. So Git status, I the master branch. Clear guys, still here? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the file from these two file. I want to copy into this because this is going to be part of my study material. So real time we're going to connect study. So I'm going to copy. So copy the file, okay, or move the file. No need to keep those fold file into the home directory. wd, the present directory we have into the our ANSIBLE study gits. So you can see status if I'm going to check before copying the for moving the folder into this. So we see there is nothing untracked, everything is going to copy. Now I'm going to move from the from where, going to move from the home folder R1, then file, that's R1 post, okay, to where I want to bring the origin direct. So just enter. Let's see those file are there. I can R1 post and they moved from where? Moved from home folder, my my Ansible folder. So we have moved. You can see there is no file R1. Okay, so let's check the Git status here. So Git status supposed to be changed because we have added R1 post and okay. Now, so suppose as if you remember the few classes back, he asked me questions. He has done the Git add all the file and then he committed. The Sagar was committed all the file there. So I want to show you how you can avoid this efficiently. Suppose I have added this all file staged. This is right now unstaged. Okay, means that is called untracked file, unstaged file. I'm going to add this file git add to my staging area. I use the dot one and you can see git status. Both the file is staged. Now if you do commit, tell me both the file going to committed or not? Sagar, you remember you have committed by mistake all the file. Sorry, your voice is so less.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, so if we commit now, both the files will get committed.
Yes. So suppose there is 100 of file you don't want to commit, then how you going? So either you change that file, so you have to go to that file, code this. So I will go to this file R1, R2. There's 10 of file. I'm going to change something like I remove this. I will do 15.50. Just I have done for sake of the changes. I have done this. Save this file. So you can see that now status supposed to be changed. So one file went into the modified. Even though you have two new file in the power. If you commit, how to avoid? I want to commit only the R1 post. I don't want to commit this. So there is a command called, can you see cache removed from the or restore the file. So you going to do very easy way. I don't want to remove. You can remove from cache. You can use that, or you can do the restore the R1. I want to remove from the staging area R1 pre. I don't want to commit because I will commit, then it both the file it will go to. So I have done. Let's check the status. You can see restore. Sorry, I have to do not restore. Removes. Yes, remove from cache. I'm going to remove from cache. Restore from tracking to unstage, means unstage area to stage area. So we're going to do cache and remove free checks, and we're going to see that this is the removed from stage area back to the unstaged or untracked area. Now if you commit, so my R1 post going to be updated in commit. So if you have multiple commit here, don't do commit. You have to unstage those file. Okay, then you have to do commit. Clear point, guys? Are
Yeah,
you
and
guys understand?
also apart from stage, we can also give the name as well, like git commit and the file name which we want to commit, specific to like git commit R1 pre. If
Okay.
So
So
we
do
can
you
commit in this
have
way.
that way? Let's let's do this. What he's telling us, those I can commit by every file wise also. So yes, you can do that. Let's see by doing, if we have multiple file over there, the another option by using, I'm going to restore, that's R1 3 again. I did not match any file. This, okay, have to, okay, sorry, we have to restore back to that. I have to go with add with the, now it's a git status. So we have both the file. So he's telling Castos I can do git commit by giving not all, I'm going to message and okay, so I'm going to follow R1 post 1. Okay, so let's do this. What happened? Commit add. So we have staged with this file, and check this git log. We have committed only one file by commit. That's the R1 post. So this is another way we can do. Okay, Sagar. So we have two way. Either you untrack those file back to, because see here you don't know who is working on that file, because that is not belong to you, right guys?
Yes.
Okay, now we have only one commit, and we have, how do I see after commit, how do I identify what we had in that commit? Okay, so let's explore the file, the committed file. Like here we saw that R1 post had committed, so I can see here the committed file. But from here, suppose there's multiple commits are there, let's multiple, I'm going to commit this out, another commit R1 pre, okay, now I can see this, don't have anything left in, and I can log with the one line. So we have to get, now how do I see my file? Okay, there is one way I can go to this file and see that, right? But if there is multiple git commit, what will be the command by check the commit? So there is a, you can see, I'm going to the git log, there is a complete message, complete the hash value they're going to give. So by looking on those hash value, you can check. So for that, that is some technology called head retail. What is called, you going to reattach your head from this commit to this commit, because head is responsible to check the file. If you going to punch the command code dot, it will open your code where your head is. So you want to see this commit, so your head supposed to be time travel back to that commit. Are you agree or not? So you have to detach your head from this and come back to on this. Okay, so this has value is important. You can't remember, and this is very tough to manage the hash value if you have 100 of commits. So how you going to manage? By doing the single one line. So by this you have how many? First 7 value of the any commit going to be unique, okay. This is going to be unique. Just you have to pick up this value and you can go for detach your head from here, attach to that commit, so that you are able to see that file. Okay, I'm going to explore in upcoming classes. So just I want to show you what command, how you going to detach your head to this. Means you have to remove the head from here, you have to add this pointer going to be time travel back. So that's going to help checkout command, that's called git checkout. So git checkout and detach your head, you have to remove the head from here, then you can add. So I'm going to use this hash. Okay, just copy this hash, copy. So I'm going to detach my head from here to here. Before doing this, I want to show you how it's look like right now, the status. So I'm going to show you status. Right now you can see everything is normal. Now I want to show you git branch. So you can see the master branch with the star, but once I will remove the head, you will see your head going to is removed from the master looking green because the head is pointing to this. So I'm going to remove the head. The command is checkout and I'm going to use the hash value of the second of the first commit. So enter. What they say that switch to this means what switching, the head is switching to this, means we are traveling back, detach the head from this. You can see we detach the head from this latest hash value, we back to on this. So you want to go back, you can use this. We will not use right now. I'm going to see where we are. So I'm going to check the git branch. So in git branch you can see that head detached from the master pointer to the different position, that is called this hash value. Period. Now once we detach the head, what will be the git logs? So we will check the git status first. You can see git status also telling nothing to commit because the head is right now at this point detached to this. So okay, so let's check the git log. So what about my commits? So you can see there is only one commit, the head is there on that. Here guys, here. Now if you want to see the any file, so you are on this file, you code. So what exactly do you have? You can see they removed the part R1 pre. Okay, they removed because this was in the next commit. We are traveling back to the previous commit. So there we have only one commit. That time only the one file was there, that is the R1 post. Okay guys?
Yeah.
Yes. So you understand the detach. We're going to use this when we have hundreds of commit, and how do we manage back and where we want to go. Now here you can add so many branches on this, but I want to switch to my original switch. Astos, do I lost my data? I'm traveling back, do I lost my data? No, you are not lost your data. only your head is at the back side but traveling back, you are not going to lose. Now for what you have to do, you can switch. You don't know where your head is, because here only we have two commits, easy to remember. Okay, we can go for the switch. We can do the git switch master, because this is easy to do, but we know that. But suppose there is 100 of commit, we don't know where to switch, so I want to go to uh, previous commit where we are. Just you click dash, git switch dash. It's a given, no need to remember. Do undo this operation, which means you're going to attach your head back to that point. Just click this. Now previous head operation is this. Okay, now switch to master branch, means you can do the switching to master branch, same activity. Now let's see the happen my log. So I can see both the commits. It was only detached from there. What about my code now? I can see my R1 pre and post are here. Understand, detach to traveling back to it on any commit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now next move, what we have to do. So we understand detach, attach, traveling back. Now I'm going to back to my git
Yeah, actually,
differences.
also just see because might be the that will be too lengthy the session. Just check out if
Okay, yes, lengthy. Okay, let me switch on. Going to start next session. We going to cover the git differences. How easy we saw the different type of differences in the Linux, and how useful for doing the git difference of the file. Okay, so see you in next class with the same point. Thank you, Naval. Bye bye. See you.